Welcome to the BlowBeast overview video. What we're going to do here is we're going to walk through the machine itself, what comes with some of the packages, in addition to how to actually clean with our negative air machine. So the BlowBeast here, it is a 2700 CFM unit with free air, 21 with filtered air. The unit itself is 146 pounds. On the back of the machine, it's got a single cord that comes with your 12 gauge extension cord. It's 25 foot is what you're going to receive with the package itself. Just plugs directly into the back itself. As you can see on the back side, you also have your on and off switch that's going to power the unit. So go ahead and turn it around here. You do have a removable pod, assuming you're going into a basement and you need to pull the pod out, you can definitely do that. Or you can leave it in the black carrier here and just wheel it down. The carrier also features a pouch for your drill to put inside of there as well. You have two stages of filtration on this unit. We'll go ahead and pull the top off for you. First stage is just going to be a polyester bag that'll fill up. You can replace these or you can wash the bag itself. Then it's also going to come with a HEPA filter that's on the inside of it as well. Good rule of thumb, anytime you pull the actual bag off and you replace the bag, just take your HEPA canister, blow it with compressed air from the inside out, and go ahead and stick it back in there. That'll extend the life of the filter for you. So we'll put that back in. It's obviously a lot easier if you pull the 25-foot hose off of it as well. That's come with the machine itself. So let's go ahead and put this back on. Now, with most of your packages, what you're going to get is you're going to get 8 brushes that'll range anywhere from a 4-inch brush up to a 20-inch brush. The brush size that you'll use will be dictated by the actual duct size that you're cleaning. So generally, you're going to use a brush that's 2 inches larger than the vertical height of the circumference of the air duct itself. Now, you're also going to receive an auger, a brush auger. It's a 25-foot brush auger system. It's got a drive cable running through the plastic housing that you'll connect to a drill from this side. As you turn the drill on, it'll rotate the brush as you go through the ducts themselves. So we'll just go ahead and set this off to the side as well. Now, depending on the package that you get, you also may get whips as well. Forward and reverse air sweeps. Again, this does not come with every package, but it is something that is available with them as well. So as you can see here on this sweep, it'll have holes on the back side. So it's just a reverse air sweep. So as you go through the ducts, you can blow them backwards. And then you have one that looks like this. It just looks like a little octopus with tentacles that'll go through as well. And they'll whip around inside of the ducts, which we'll get to here in a minute. So again, your package may include it, your package may not include it. So now with the air duct cleaning process itself, what you're going to do whenever you go into a home, whether or not it's a residential application or whether or not it is a commercial application, you're going to go to the system itself. Depending on which side you're working from, whether or not it is the supply side or if it's the return side. Regardless, so we'll say that we're working from the supply side itself. What you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to use a Malco hole cutter. This is not provided in the package. You can get it at Home Depot, Lowe's, shop that way. But anyway, what you're going to do is you'll come in and you're going to cut an 8 to 10 inch access hole into the duct itself. Then you'll take your clamp and you'll actually just take your self-tapping screws and then screw it directly to the actual duct itself. Once you have this, you're going to take your zone bags. You have zone bags that range from 16 inches all the way up to 48 inches, depending on the duct size that you're cleaning. What you're going to do is you'll take your zone bag, and basically what it is just a large bladder bag. You're going to take it, you insert it inside of the duct itself. You'll take an air compressor and you'll blow it up. What this is doing is the bladder bag is sealing off the air from the actual air handler itself. So this way, as you go through the ducts, any dust and debris that you've dislodged will not access the air handler itself and will not impact the coils. So now we've inserted the actual zone bag inside of it. What we'll do at the next point is we'll take our 25-foot hose itself and we're going to connect it to the actual duct. So once it's connected to the duct, what we're going to do, we'll say in a residential application, we're going to start from the furthest register from the air handler. And we're going to go through, and I've got cardboard here, but you can have magnets cut for it. But what you're going to do is you're going to seal off all the registers as you go through the home itself, except for the one that you're cleaning. Each and every time you have one of the registers sealed off, it's going to increase the amount of airflow that's moving through the duct. So we'll go ahead and turn the unit on. Now, as you go through, again, you're just going to seal off the registers themselves. Now, you have to be careful. I don't know if you can see on the video itself on this side here, but depending on how much vacuum power you do or you don't have going through the system, you can actually collapse the duct. So you do have to be careful with the amount of airflow that you have. Now, go ahead and turn this off so we can hear. If the ductwork's starting to collapse, just like this one was, all you have to do is go to the next room and pull one of the coverings off of the ductwork that you're cleaning, and that'll allow more airflow to come through, and it will ensure that your ducts don't collapse, as you go through that. So, rule of thumb on that. Now, again, the process, what you're going to do, starting from that furthest register from the air handler, you're going to take the brush auger and you'll insert it inside the duct itself. Now, as it goes through and it's rotating, it'll dislodge everything that you're cleaning as it goes through. So if you pull through and then suck that back through the main trunk line itself, pull it into the collection bag as you go through there. So the second option that you have, or you can do it in addition to, is you're going to take the forward and reverse air sweeps, just like we talked about. Connect it to a compressed air. So after you've gone through, you've actually physically agitated the ductwork. Now you can go back through each and every one of these ducts and blow that dust and debris that you dislodged, if anything is left in there, back to the 8 to 10 inch access hole as you go through. Now again, depending on which way you're going, you'll have a forward or you can have a reverse air sweep. Now, we have 1-inch holes that are cut throughout the ductwork, assuming that you can't get to the main trunk line itself. We've cut 1-inch holes inside of it that you can actually take the whips and insert inside of the ductwork itself. Now, again, if you're here and you're cleaning this direction and your air handler is behind you, you're going to want to make sure that you have a reverse air sweep. So as you go through, even though the line is blowing this way, now the air is actually blowing back in conjunction with the vacuum. Now, if you go through the opposite way, again, this one here is blowing air this way. You can actually send it through, and as it blows, again, in conjunction using the vacuum that you already have on the unit and the airflow coming through the actual whip systems as you go through there. Now, again, the compressed air is not always needed, just depending on the system that you're cleaning. But it is definitely a great option for you. Again, it doesn't come with all the packages. It's going to be the Viper Clean Sweep system. If you call in and you want to refer to it, but the brush auger, does come with all the packages itself. So thank you guys for joining us. Any questions you have, definitely reach out to us. Thank you again for your business.